Okay, so for homework today, we are going to look at the data of 3B houses. And the first thing you want to do is make a tally chart or a T chart. And you need to add a couple names to this. Okay, and the first thing we need to do is we need to add 2 more houses to this list. So Asama, Little Sloppy, and Chokai. Okay, that's better, like that. And now we have the 4 houses here, and we need to do the tally chart. So to start, you can look at your list, and let's see, Claire is Ontake, and Ako is Iwaki, Claire is Ontake, Ane is Asama, and just keep going until you have the whole class. There should be 25 tally marks total on your T-chart. And the next step then is to make a graph on the back of your paper. So don't forget this, flip your paper over. And again, you'll see the start of a graph like this. And maybe the first thing we can do is add some numbers on the side. And this will be the number of people. And yeah, I think up to 8 is probably enough. And then we also need to add the other houses down here because there's only 2 of them. So space it out evenly. So one will go here and one will go here. And then look back at your T-chart and see how many people in 3B are in each of these houses, and then fill in your graph. So I'm not even sure because I didn't finish my T-chart, but let's say Ontake we have 6 Ontake. Then you'll fill in Ontake to 6, but I don't know if that's right or not. And then Iwaki, let's say that there's 5 Iwaki. Then you'll fill in up to 5 Iwaki, but I think there's more actually. And just finish your graph like that. Now, when you're done, look back at the checklist on the front. And don't forget, you need to have these things here. So you need a graph title. So what are you going to call the graph? And you'll write that up at the top, like 3B houses, or what house is 3B part of, or something like that. Whatever title at the top you want to put in. And then the other thing is make sure you write the numbers up the side. So if I wrote a title and then I wrote the numbers on the side, I'm good there. So if I did that, and finally, this is one that might be confusing. Label the axes. Now this looks like axes, like things you use to chop down a tree. Axes are actually the lines on a graph. And one line is called an axis. 2 or more lines are called axes. So there are my axes. And this side is going to be number of what? What are these numbers for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of your hint is here. And for this axis, you can put the label down below these, but what are these? Ontake, Iwaki, Asama, Chokai. Of course, those are the houses or Seisen houses, so you can label this part down here Seisen houses or something like that. So those are that's how you label the 2 axes here. And then if you've done that, check that off your list too. And that's all for tonight. Thanks.